Okay, so we got a Husqvarna 562 XP chainsaw here, and usually I go through a diagnostic process, but this time I'm not going to. I've already done the diagnostic. I want to explain to you what we're seeing on this one. I think is more important than going through the regular diagnostic of checking for fuel, spark, and compression. He calls me up and says it's leaking gas out of the carburetor and smoking a lot. Not the carburetor, excuse me, the muffler. So we can see here that there was gas coming out of the muffler. Well, that's a clear sign that the needle valve in the carburetor is stuck open. And so on these 2 cycles, it's a lot easier just to go buy a new carburetor and change it out instead of trying to figure out if that needle is damaged or the seat on the bottom is damaged. Just get a new one. So I ran it, and it was smoking and leaking gas, the whole thing, and it died. And I tried to restart, it wouldn't start. So I opened up the carburetor and realized, ooh, wait a minute. This is not a regular carburetor, this is an electronic carburetor. So it monitors and adjusts how much fuel to give it based on operating conditions. A lot of carburetors just have a high-low on it where you can adjust the screws. You calibrate it manually. This calibrates it for you. After it died and I couldn't get to restart, I went ahead and thought, well, maybe I should just check everything. Spark, compression, all of it. Well, I didn't have to get any further than spark. It didn't have any spark. So that means that when the machine warmed up, I ran it for a minute or so. When the machine warmed up, the ignition coil failed. Now, the ignition coil is what creates spark for your spark plug. But on these machines, the one that has the carburetor, it also sends 12 volts electric to the carburetor so the carburetor can make adjustments. So what was happening and why we were getting gas spewing out of the muffler was, since the ignition coil was failing and not sending out a good signal or was misfiring, the carburetor was overcompensating and throwing out a lot of gas. So we should be able to change out the ignition coil and resolve our fuel issue at the same time. So we're going to get started. The fuel filter is, the air filter is also dirty, so I will go ahead and replace that as well. Okay, so there's the ignition coil, spark plug wire. I'm going to cut the sleeve off because the new one I have, it has a connector. So I'm going to see if this has a connection in it, and then we can tape this sleeve back on after we're done. I'm not going to bore you with trying to get all these sleeves off. I'm just going to see what I need to do to get them off. Okay, so I cut the tape off and it just popped right out. So give you an idea what I'm talking about here. I think you can see that it has these connectors here. So again, I'm going to continue working on it off camera just so I don't bore you with having to cut tape off. Okay, so I got all the tape off, so just disconnect it. And then we'll put the new one on. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to put this on off camera and tape it up. That way you don't have to sit there and watch the boring part of hooking wires up. That really isn't that big of a deal. Okay, so this clamp was loose. So I'm tightening it up. Okay, so I got the wires on, got it taped up. Now you could use heat shrink also. Okay, so normally I use a feeler gauge to gap the to do the air gap for the ignition coil, but I'm going to use a business card this time because I'm not going to be able to fit a feeler gauge down into there. So I'm turning the flywheel so the magnet, there's a magnet on the flywheel, is next to the ignition coils. This is a brand new spark plug. So I'm going to leave it like it is. We'll gap it. We'll go 25 to 30 thousandths. Okay, so I got a new air filter here. So I'll pop the old one off. You can see how dirty it is compared to the new one, I think. Let me make sure the camera. Yeah. Okay, let's see if we can get it started. Okay, so I'm going to run it for a bit, make sure it doesn't shut off. Okay, so I ran it, tried to cut a stump with it, but didn't have any success because the chain is dull. And I didn't ask him if he wanted me to sharpen it yet, so, but it ran. You don't want to run it full wide open when the chain is dull, because you'll score the piston pretty bad. It's too much heat, no resistance. So, but I think we fixed it. So if you'll click this up next box to take to a video where I was showing you how to order parts. So if this video helps you work on your equipment under the shade tree. Thanks for watching.